Hello and welcome to Miami Real Estate Review. I'm Lucas Lechuga.
And I'm Michael Light.
Oftentimes we're contacted by people who are interested in buying either a short sale or foreclosure. But oftentimes they're not as well versed on what a short sale is versus a foreclosure. So later on in the show, we're going to go over frequently asked questions regarding short sales. Before we get into that, I want to go over 3 foreclosure deals that just came on the market since yesterday. One being in downtown Miami, the other in Brickell Key, and the last being in Brickell. We'll start off with downtown Miami. There's a 3-bedroom foreclosure at 1 Miami listed for $299,900. Now that comes out to $212 per square foot. It's the best priced 3-bedroom in the building at this time by over $90,000. The next best priced 3-bedroom is a short sale. We'll go into that, why that makes a difference later in the show. Brickell Key, there's also a 3-bedroom there at Cavassier Courts. This foreclosure is listed at $410,900. That comes out to $238 per square foot. It's a corner unit on the southwest corner with a direct bay view. It's only on the 2nd floor, but you feel like you're completely surrounded by water because it is on the corner right there by the intercoastal waters. The last deal, I think, is the best of the 3. It's in Brickell at Solaris. It's a 2-bedroom, has 1,145 square feet. Again, this is a foreclosure. It's listed for $168,300. Now this is a corner unit. It's on the southeast corner of the building, has a direct bay view. Now granted, you'll eventually lose some of that bay view once the building to the east and that empty east lot goes up. But at this time you have a direct bay view, and that comes out to $147 per square foot. Now this one, in my opinion, is grossly underpriced. For example, the unit number on this is 1601. Unit 901, so 7 floors lower, sold for $198,000. And unit 1101 in March of this year sold for $230,000. Both of those actually sold in March. So you have a unit that is 5 floors lower that sold for $230,000. Now this foreclosure is listed for $168,300. I expect this one to go at around $200,000. It's a decorator ready unit. It's never been lived in. There's stickers even still on the appliances, so it's brand new. I think that's the best deal that we have, within the past couple of days.
And now I'm going to discuss the differences between foreclosures and short sales to kind of clear up some confusion that some of our clients actually have. Now, first thing is a foreclosure. That's what I'm going to talk about first. Now, what a foreclosure is, it's also known as an REO, which means real estate owned, and also known as a bank-owned property. Now, these are units that are already on the bank's books, as in the bank already owns these units. So they basically have a vested interest in very quickly unloading this inventory so they don't have to carry the cost of these units anymore. Now, there's 2 ways in which you could buy a foreclosure. First way is on the courthouse steps. They have foreclosure sales pretty much every day on the courthouse. They advertise them in the newspaper, and what happens is a lot of investors show up and they bid in an auction system to buy these units. The one problem with that system is when you're buying on the courthouse steps, if you have not done your research prior to bidding, you could potentially be buying a unit that has tax liens, back assessments, maintenance, problems with the unit itself. Now, if you buy a foreclosure through the MLS system through a realtor, these units are listed in a way to where when you purchase it, you're going to receive clean title, meaning tax liens will be paid off, and back maintenance fees will be paid off, so you will get clean title. You will not have any issues with these properties. Now, what we've been noticing with foreclosures is you can close on a foreclosure within 30 to 45 days on average. It comes on the market usually on a Monday. The banks give the listing agent till that Friday to take all offers. Now, you ask 5 days for all offers might seem like a short amount of time, but I can tell you what we've noticed with foreclosures. Within 5 days, there could be as many as 10 to 15 offers within those first 5 days because people know it's a great value and they can close quickly. So that's why foreclosure is so advantageous to a lot of buyers, because they want to move in quickly and they want a great price. And what we've also noticed is most foreclosures actually go for over asking price because there are so many offers that people are bidding against each other. Now what happens is all of the offers are received by Friday at 5 p.m. They're given to the bank. Let's say there's 10 offers. The bank then tells the listing agent to call all those offers, or the people that made those offers, and make what's called highest and best offer, meaning you possibly have one more opportunity to make another offer, as in your absolute highest and best. Now, highest obviously means highest price. Best offer means, do you have financing? Are you paying cash? Are you willing to do inspections? Are you willing to waive inspections? So the bank is going to look at what is the easiest course to get to the close date. So a cash offer with no inspections and the highest price is going to get the offer. So that's what highest and best truly means. Now, for a short sale, the difference being is a short sale is not bank owned. It is still actually owned by the unit who owns the property, but that person who owns the property, they owe far more than the unit is actually worth right now. So they call the bank and ask them if they would be allowed to sell short of the amount owed to the bank. So if a person owes $400,000 to the bank, but the unit's truly only worth $300,000 and they have to sell, most people don't have $100,000 to come to closing with. So they ask the bank, would you be willing to let me sell it $100,000 short of what is owed to you? And then basically the bank has to eat the difference. Now banks, they don't want these units to become foreclosures and then them go on their books, so they allow the seller to actually sell it using a realtor to help sell it. But what happens with a short sale, offers are made. It could take anywhere from 3 to 9 months to close a short sale. It's a very long process. And what happens is a lot of listing agents unfortunately do a disservice to people who are trying to buy short sales because they kind of make up their number. So whatever the asking price is, there's really no due diligence that's done on the listing agent's part. They just kind of make up a number sometimes that's so low that they induce buyers to make offers that they realistically know will never close at that price. Because a short sale still is, mind you, you're buying the unit for appraised value or maybe within 10% below appraised value. So if a unit's appraised at $250,000 and you see it listed at $150,000, you're not going to get the unit for $150,000. Okay, you have to trust your agent that's working on your behalf to show you comparables in the sale or in the building, to show you comparables of what other units just like it have sold, so you can make a realistic offer and potentially get the unit. But what happens is your offer is then submitted to the bank. The bank normally takes 3 to 6 months before they even give you an answer on whether they're going to accept your offer or counter your offer. Then at that point, they counter you and you come up to their number, or they take your offer, and then it could take another 3 months thereafter to still close the unit. So somebody who's looking to move in within 90 days into a unit, a foreclosure is something that you could realistically move in within 90 days. But a short sale, if you're looking to move in soon, move in quick, a short sale is not going to be for you. Now, there are 2 different types of short sales. Okay, there are bank-approved short sales and bank-unapproved short sales. The difference here is a bank-unapproved short sale means the bank has not received any offers as of yet on a particular property. So there we go with the 3 to 9 month process. Now, a bank-approved short sale means that somebody else had already made an offer on a particular property. They waited the 3 to 6 months for an answer. The bank came back with an answer and did what's called a BPO. The bank orders a BPO, which means a broker price opinion. What they do is they hire a real estate agent or a broker to go out and do an appraisal in a way, but it's called a broker price opinion, and they tell the bank what a unit's worth. So a bank approved short sale means the BPO has already been done. Somebody else already put in the 3 to 6 months to wait for an answer from the bank, and the bank gives them the answer, and it's possible that that buyer might have walked away. They got frustrated, they didn't want to wait the 6 months, and they've moved on, but the bank has already now done their due diligence. So now it comes back on the market as a bank-approved short sale, meaning they know what their number is, they know what it's going to sell at. Now, if you buy a bank-approved short sale, there is the potential to close within 60 days on something like that. So foreclosure, closing around 30 to 45 days. A bank-unapproved short sale, you're looking from 3 to 9 months. So that's for the people that really, they're not in any time constraint, but they want to wait 3 to 9 months. Then a bank-approved short sale, that's something that could be within 90 days for a closing. So that's the difference between the 3 different scenarios. So we hope that that clears up some questions that you may have as a buyer. But if you do have any other questions, you always feel free to give us a call, and we can absolutely help answer any more questions that you may have.
Well, that's it for today. Like Mike said, if you have any questions about foreclosures or short sales, please feel free to give us a call, or if you have an interest in any properties or rentals, call us at the number below.
Well, thank you very much. From high above downtown Miami, have a great afternoon.